Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are and what time it is when you're watching this and all that other nonsense. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Those of you who care to be here for episode number 157 of Wednesday Afternoon Live with your boy, SaleenDriver. That's me. The longest running Wednesday afternoon live stream in all of YouTube that I know of. And of course, as we always say, the show about nothing in particular. And this show always proves to be about nothing in particular. Good afternoon and salutations to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. NBA is back. Don't care. National Bitches Association. Don't care about them. They're worse than the National Felons League. Matt Dummett, my friend, how you doing? Battle Angel, the Battle Angel, the most patient woman that I know, and that's all down to her boyfriend, who I love. Shippies is here, calling for justice for Pizza Woman, who I haven't seen or heard from in many, many months. So I don't know if there needs to be justice for Pizza Woman or merely patience for Pizza Woman. Let's see. Ken Spear checking in from Pittsburgh as usual. Good to see you, sir. Let's see. That's going to earn Shippies. I'm tired of timing him out. I'm just going to leave him alone unless he becomes a real asshole. Or what am I saying? He's a real asshole. VidTube Productions, good afternoon to you, sir. How is everyone this fine Wednesday afternoon? Good to see you all coming over to hang out with me. Slim Shady Canes, good to see you, sir. He must be pretty happy after last weekend. Let's see. Let's get this over with. Florida's going to lose on Saturday. Don't care. Thanks. Moving on. Atypical Gump is here. Good to see you, sir. I'm not going to be able to see the game anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm sure my Georgia friends are going to have great time on Saturday. I'm going to have a great time on Saturday for different reasons, but I'm sure all my Georgia friends are going to be well entertained watching the cocktail party. Let me know how it turns out for me, huh? Now, I am expecting a phone call at some time during this stream, so I may have to go mute for a little bit. I have to talk to a watch broker about a trade that I'm trying to arrange. So if that call comes in, I will mute myself. I'll leave the stream up, but I will mute myself. So just fair warning. I'm hoping that call comes in during the live stream because I would like to try and get this trade done. It is for a watch that I've had my eye on for a long time, that particular model, and one became available. And okay, Jay, that one's definitely getting you timed out. Yep, we're gonna take Jay out of the equation for a little while. Yep. Go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Let's see. Zona Tucson is here. Good afternoon to you, sir. CJ's here. CJ, one of my two friendly neighborhood Georgia Tech fans. It's funny I have Georgia Tech fans in here, but you know. Let's see. So I don't know if any of you were watching earlier, but I was watching the Charlie Kirk show on Rumble because he got shut down on YouTube for telling the truth. But I was watching it as the vote for the new Speaker of the House. We have a new Speaker of the House, a guy named Johnson out of Louisiana. Don't know a lot about him, but I do understand that he is a pretty solid conservative. He won with no dissenting votes on the fragmented Republican side. So, finally the silliness about the Speaker of the House is over, and we can get on with the business of continuing to destroy the country and the Constitution. CJ, plenty of people care about Charlie Kirk. If you don't, that's your problem. Oh, and there is the phone call I've been waiting on. So hang on just a minute. Oh well. Yeah, they weren't interested in doing the deal, so not going to trade a watch today. Such is life. Moving on. Oh, let's see. Nate the Great is here. Good to see you, sir. Libby is here, everyone's favorite Aussie. Yeah, no deal. It the watch is the watch I want to trade. Well, the watch I want to trade for, and the watch I'm trading with. The watch I'm trading with is a very specialty watch. It's not a watch that you. I guarantee you, almost nobody has ever seen one. They don't come up for sale very often. As a matter of fact, when I looked online in the usual places that would have this kind of watch for sale, they didn't. So it's a rare watch. It's a very specialized watch, and yeah. Well, he said no, and there was a 50-50 shot, and I'm not going to trade it. They don't want it. They said they would try and hunt for a buyer for me, which is nice of them. But no trade for the SaleenDriver today. So that's a shame. I was kind of hoping, because the watch that I was going to trade for, Raj, the watch I was going to trade for was one I really have wanted for a while. But none of you care about that. So disappointing, but moving on. And Libby, shut up. Twit. So with that bit of disappointment, I guess I will drop the link into the chat and see if the usual suspects want to come in and entertain us. Yeah. Only 11 people in here. Yeah, it looks like nobody loves the SaleenDriver anymore. Let's see. Have I ever tried a tri-tip steak before? Yes, but not in a long time. Haven't had one of those. Last time I had a tri-tip was in a sandwich. Very fancy sandwich. The Vic Tube.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Saleen?
I'm a little disappointed.
Disappointed, but okay, because you didn't get your deal with the watch.
Yeah.
So was it you were trying to buy it, or were you trying to sell one?
I was trying to trade.
Okay, trade.
I wanted to trade my watch for the watch that a company called Watchbox.
Okay.
I've done business with them many times.
And
okay. I wanted to trade. I was even going to do an even trade. Mine for theirs. Just I'll send you my watch, and you send me you send me the one I want.
So what was the watch that you wanted to get?
It's called a Breitling Emergency, 2nd generation.
Okay, and what were you going to give them for it?
I was going to give them a Ulysses Nardin Cloisonne Dragon.
Okay, right. I wouldn't really really know anything about all that, but yeah.
Well, they're good watch. Both of them are excellent watches.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they are. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really one of your watch subscribers. So
I don't get a lot of my watch friends on here. I mean, Ken Spear, he pops in. He's one of my watch guys. Guy named Floridian, he comes in
Yeah, we're
occasionally.
about on watch 26. Yeah,
Libby, shut up.
we've got watch 26. Yeah, yeah, comes in
Watch 6-2, yeah, he comes
too.
in every once in a while.
Do I sound good so
So
far?
I guess I'll just put the dragon away. I mean, I got it out, got all the parts and pieces together to trade it. So now I have to go back and put it all away and put the watch back on the winder and move on.
Hey,
Move on.
Saleen.
Moving on. Moving on.
Move on.
Hey, Saleen.
In my life. Well, but I am perturbed.
Uh-oh.
I am slightly perturbed, but I'll get over it.
Hey, Saleen.
What?
How you been looking at the standings for NHL hockey?
Speak up.
He's asking about the NHL.
How you been watching it?
Yeah, I've been watching it. I'm trying. I've been watching the Bruins. Obviously, I mean that's my team.
Yeah, the
Has
Bruins.
been my team since the '60s.
Yeah.
I've been watching them close to see. I mean, there's a lot of new parts and pieces on the Bruins this year.
And
A couple of their stars retired at the end of last year.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of new faces, a lot of young faces, which is a good thing. So far, I mean, they haven't lost the game yet. So far,
What's the biggest surprise team in your mind so far? Like, except for the Bruins.
I think the big surprise is Tampa. I mean, they're without their number one goaltender for 2 more months, and yet they're not doing bad.
yeah,
They're doing pretty good, and that kind of surprised me because the goaltender that they have in there is
It's pretty
somewhat
pretty good.
untested.
Yeah.
yeah. They didn't like the Bruins won like the most regular season games ever or something like that.
Yeah, they had a fantastic regular season and got knocked out in the first round
That's
by
basically
the
the
Florida Panthers.
Yeah, that's just like the Braves. Yeah,
yeah. It's like
I think
it's
that
like
the Braves had like won the most games ever in regular season or something like that.
I think there's a curse in like professional sports. If you have the most wins, you get knocked out of the first round.
Yeah, that's the curse of getting the most regular season wins.
Yeah, the President's Cup can be in hockey. The President's Cup can be a bit of a curse.
Yep.
Cup. I thought it was called the Stanley Cup.
No, the Stanley Cup is a championship. The President's Cup is the unofficial title of the winner of the regular season. With the best record.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They get a trophy for that too. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if they actually get a trophy for it or not.
No, they just receive it.
Okay. I thought maybe that the President's Cup was for like being like the best team in the United States.
Well,
as opposed to in Canada, maybe there'll be a trophy for being the best team.
Trophy. I don't know.
No, they just call it the President's Cup if you have the best record in the regular season.
Okay.
Slim, that is literally the first time I've ever seen you without a baseball cap.
Yeah, it's kind of warm. I took it off.
I mean, even when I saw you at the Slob Olympics, you always had a hat on.
Well, do you want me to put it on? Will it make you feel better?
No. I'm just making a note.
What do you mean? I've seen Slim without a hat on before.
Well, I never had, so
How
you doing, Slim?
Dealing with dumbasses in Ohio.
So
Typical
you're hauling
Ohio.
ass. What are you hauling today?
Ohio.
Coal tar.
Coal tar.
Where the hell is that in Ohio?
Rick Sanchez has joined the crowd. Oh, joy. The NHL does not stream on the CW, you moron.
Unlike the ACC.
Actually, I catch a lot of NHL games now on ESPN Plus.
It's
You know,
changed.
I still, it boggles my mind the level of stupid out here on these fucking highways. We passed a sign a half-mile back that said, there's an accident, the right lane's closed.
Right.
But then you want to run your ass up here in this right lane and then get pissed off when I don't let your ass over.
So Libby is in the background. Should I let her in?
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't hate it when people won't move over until the last minute. Yeah.
You
Well,
fucking
these people are
serious?
actually
I'd let her
getting
up.
out of the left lane and going over to the right.
Yes, I am serious, Libby. I'm always serious. How you doing, you daft cunt?
No, because you don't have any fucking sense of humor. Shit.
Ooh.
Sanchez wants to know, Slim, if you're on 70.
No, I'm still on 71.
71.
Rough.
I get to take a road trip tomorrow. I'm looking forward to.
I haven't hit Columbus yet. I'm almost in Columbus.
The trash city.
Cool.
Run 70 down into Cincinnati, 65 down through Louisville and Nashville, and then cut across I-40.
Which way on I-40?
To Memphis.
Oh, okay. West. No, east. No, shit. I
No,
don't.
west.
Jesus Christ.
Memphis is west of Nashville.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the geography of Tennessee. It was never important to me. Matt Dumit says I-70 explains why you've run into so many idiots.
No, it's just state of Ohio, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ohio.
Yeah.
I read an article a couple of days ago from a local news source lamenting the fact that we didn't see love bugs this year in September, which I don't hate that. But we are seeing an early start to the migration of the license plates.
What are love?
What are love bugs?
Yeah.
Love bugs are a horrific. Every May and September in Florida,
they're ladybugs. Jesus Christ! It doesn't take a
ladybugs.
whole diatribe to say it's a damn ladybug.
Yes, thank you.
No, it does take a diatribe because I hate love bugs. They destroy car paint.
They destroy what?
Car paint.
Park your shit in the garage or shut up or put a car cover on
fucking
it.
shed. Like, do we have to think of everything for you?
What?
Oh, fucking hell.
Put your shit in the garage and shut up.
Yeah, do y'all have ladybugs, Libby?
Yeah. Ladybugs are cool. You're just a miserable old prick.
Yeah.
Love bugs are not ladybugs.
You're a miserable old prick.
and when you hit them, their body fluids turn into an acid and eat the paint.
Yeah, good. Good.
Yeah.
I hope they eat the fuck out of your stupid Mustang's paint.
Goodbye,
Hey, could
Libby.
be worse. Could be a year for cicadas.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna let Libby sit in the background for a while and think about what she's saying.
Uh-oh.
You know she's not gonna have anything nice to say to you when she comes back.
I know that, but it's my stream. I can do what I want.
Well, yeah, you're right. But for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah,
She doesn't stream, so
yeah. Libby says, "Let me up, cunt." Oh.
does? Oh, it must be in the
Yeah,
private chat.
in the private chat. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I have no comment. I don't know who that is, but they say F you. Yeah.
Are you ready to be nice?
Are you?
No.
F.
Well, there's your answer then.
Oh, A. Weinberg has joined the group. I don't think
Oh,
I know who
you
that is,
know
but
that I
he's
saw
bummed about the Phillies.
I saw a E Mustang on the TV last night.
Uh-oh.
I was like, woohoo!
And E Mustang is not a Mustang.
I saw one of those yesterday on the interstate.
I saw one of those on the side of the road about 2 weeks ago, broken.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's where most Fords are.
This is fake news, but
Ooh.
I'm always
Found
gratified
on
to see.
road
I'm always
dead.
gratified to see one of those not Mustangs broken on the side of the road.
It was an older model too. I don't know. So it must have been converted or some such, but it looked pretty flash.
Oh no! If it's converted, if it's been converted, that's even worse.
Means it is a Mustang. Ah ha!
Wait a minute.
It's
Does that make
converted.
it?
That's even worse.
If it's converted, does that make it a tranny Mustang?
Yeah.
Only in
No.
Australia would somebody be stupid enough and sacrilegious
Oh.
enough to convert an old Mustang to an electric car.
Hang on. So being in a land of sun and having solar cars is stupid, is it?
Yes.
Did you just hear yourself?
Electric cars are stupid.
Yeah, okay. Have you ever been in one? Have you driven one?
Yes.
Oh, you have fucking not.
Oh, you have? Well,
I've been in a
that's
Tesla.
shocking.
I have several friends who are car enthusiasts who own Teslas as their daily driver.
But you just finished saying that electronic cars aren't cars, so...
Now I said electric Mustangs aren't Mustangs. And I think of all electric cars as glorified golf carts anyway.
I mean, I wouldn't own an electric car, but that's me.
Yes.
And if you actually cared about the environment, you wouldn't either, because those things are worse.
Well,
for
I
the
walk
environment.
places. And my little car doesn't take much to fill it
Are
up.
you talking about Michigan? Must be talking about Michigan because I can't think of any other school has a chance of beating Georgia. Michigan and maybe FSU. I don't know.
Yeah, so you're about a Michigan being accused of cheating.
Yeah, I've heard the accusations. Now they're going to
see. That's so. Here's what I don't get about that whole thing. Like, physically going to a game and sign stealing, that's actually not breaking any rules. But sign stealing with a video camera is.
There you
That's
go.
dumb as fuck.
They're using a camera. That was it. Yeah.
America.
That's dumb as hell. That's like wiping before you poop.
I think Saleen wipes before he poops.
It might be like not wiping after you poop.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I don't think he does that either.
Yeah, I kind of agree with. I do agree with Slim. It's really dumb that
You're a biased opinion, Nate.
Yeah.
Well, that is true. If my team gets penalized, I can't do anything about it because I'm just a fan. So,
Mm-hmm.
The haters can hate or laugh all they want, but hey, they can hate all they want, but they still can't deny. Well, they can do whatever they want, but they can't do what Michigan did like every week and like for games, blow people out. So they can't even help it with that. So I'm not saying Georgia will do it. I'm just saying, or any team can do it. I mean, I'm just saying in general, Michigan has blown every team on their schedule out,
Mm-hmm.
and no one will do a thing about it.
But who
Because
have
they're
they
fans.
played, Nate?
Who they played? Yeah, your
Who has
best.
Georgia
Yeah,
played?
your best win.
Who has
Yeah,
Georgia played?
the best team you've played is Rutgers. So
Who has Georgia played? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
They beat a terrible Auburn team by 6.
yeah, we beat
That's actually poverty right
yeah,
there.
we beat Kentucky by 38 though.
But that's the only good team you played.
I will never understand this. We beat so and so by so and so. We beat so and so
Yeah,
by
it's
so
just
and
a
so,
win.
and all that nonsense. You know what? You can beat a team by 1, or you can beat a team by 100. You know what? It's still only one win. A win is a win is a win.
Yep.
Well, yes, but the playoff committee does care about style points.
Yeah, that's true.
Even
Wait a
if you
minute.
don't.
So you're not even happy when your team wins?
Right, but usually if you
I'm very happy when my team wins.
if you
And
win
there's not
if
going to
you
be a lot of winning by my team in the near
if you
future.
win
But,
if you win your games, you're getting in. So
Yeah, I mean, at
about
the end of the
Michigan.
day, he is absolutely right because regardless of style points, I mean, if you win every single game by 1 point, you'll get in the playoffs. And 15-0 is 15-0, even if you win by a combined 15 points all year.
I'm just happy that the fucking football season's over here.
Who won?
Oh shit, I can't even fucking remember who won this year. That's how little I pay attention.
she doesn't
It's
like
okay.
she doesn't like soccer anyway.
so are we talking about
Football!
are we
Soccer.
talking about actual football, or are we talking
I
about
think she's talking about
football.
Australian.
are we
Australian
are we
football.
talking about rugby?
No,
She's
not
talking about
union.
that
It's
fake
the league
football.
stuff.
Well, fine. If you don't want to call it soccer, just call it a strange sport played by damaged people.
It's fucking football. Anyway, it's over.
It's a
Now I
bunch
have
of
to put up
whiny
with
little
cricket.
flop artists running around chasing a ball.
You watched it and you were impressed, so shut your hole.
What?
Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about Australian rules football, or are you talking about soccer?
I'm not talking about soccer.
What
I'm
are you
not talking about AFL. I'm
Okay,
talking about
AFL, I have some respect for.
AFL? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
why the
it's
fuck do you like
basically it's a little
AFL?
bit hard to follow the rules, but you got to
Oh yeah, I
respect
don't
a bunch of
understand
guys
it. My
running
dad
around beating each
explained
other up with
rules to AFL to me, and I don't understand it.
American Football League. There you go.
I mean, Australian Football League.
Rick Sanchez says the Emus won.
Yeah,
The
they
Emus
did. They
did win.
won.
Yeah, the
Actually,
Emus
no, I
beat,
think it was the
Emus
fucking
beat the
Bulldogs.
Australian military.
The Emus are undefeated.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so if the emus won, why are there still humans in Australia?
Because
they're
they showed mercy.
They're merciful.
Did they show mercy? Huh?
Yeah, they're merciful.
They're like the down under version of the Israelis. They show mercy.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but you know.
Yeah, Raj.
What do you mean you wouldn't go that far? I don't think that's quite far
I'm
enough.
keeping my mouth shut because Saleen will kick me off the fucking thing again.
Oh, go ahead. I'll only kick you off when you insult my beautiful Mustang.
You're just having us sad because I was making fun of your car.
She's not wanting to put out in public that she's a Palestinian supporter.
No, I think both sides need to have their fucking stupid heads smacked together so they might actually wake up to themselves.
Well, I can't but disagree with you considering how conciliatory Israel's been for the better part of 60 years.
Okay.
Israel needs to stop being conciliatory and start being roll the fucking tanks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
kill more people. Woohoo!
Kill
well,
them before
I
they
mean,
kill
I
you.
was told. Greta Thunberg told me that there's too many people on the planet. We need less people, so war will help with that.
So therefore, we need to have wars, and
Yeah,
Right.
Well, I
that
mean,
doesn't make any
War is the
fucking
greatest
sense.
spectator.
I mean
save the planet, damn it.
that's the only way to reduce the number of
Mate.
people. Is for
Well, there are other ways to do it. That's just the fastest method of it.
yeah.
Hey, Captain Trips snuck in there when I didn't see him, so hello to Captain Trips. Good to see you, sir.
I don't think we found a faster, more efficient method of reducing the population than nuclear weapons yet.
I'd like to see the population in Gaza reduced by about a third. That would be nice.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Saleen done up in a little army gear, playing army men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The army wouldn't take me now, Libby. I'm
No,
too
they
old
fucking
now.
wouldn't. You're too old.
Yeah, you're too old. Yeah,
Too old and too untrainable.
too old.
Did you hear that they're making women sign up for selective service now?
Good.
What do you
Good.
mean making women? Some women
Good.
would want to
We
join up.
mean making them. Yes, that's what we mean.
And there's a lot of them that don't. And actually, when they pass, God, what was that amendment that the Equal Rights Amendment they passed in the
never
20s?
passed, yeah.
There you go. Was it the
ERA never passed.
or was the
Even when they unconstitutionally extended the time for passage, it never passed.
The 12th, I think it was. Whatever it was. You know, women didn't have to do like men do and have to sign up for the draft and have
Or
to
have a
volunteer for bucket duty.
Good. That's
Or
on.
piss standing up.
Now, Libby, I won't tolerate that kind of hate speech on my channel. You know perfectly well that there are
So-
plenty of women out there with dicks.
And what are you talking
Not
about? I mean,
me!
making women sign up for the draft is another step towards equality.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
the best thing I ever did for any sort of armed forces is not go anywhere near them.
Well, women in the armed forces works pretty well for Israel.
Hey, I have a question.
I don't have a problem with women in the armed forces, but they
Yeah.
shouldn't be in combat.
Why?
Sorry,
What
Nate.
do you mean?
Say.
Well, what do you mean they shouldn't be in combat? Why not? Why can't they be in combat?
Nate.
Because they're not as
What's
as
up?
effective as men.
Well, I mean,
And
they,
actually,
well,
it's kind of been it's already
shoot
been
a
proven
gun.
now that
You
it's
just
already
got-
been
you-
proven now
you've just-
that they're a liability in combat.
you've just got to
Why?
be. You just got to be able to shoot a gun, right?
Yeah,
No,
pretty
you have
much.
to be able to. You have to be able to do a whole lot more than that.
You got to shoot a gun, right?
You
I have
gotta
Guess what?
create tactics. You gotta do everything.
See, like, especially when it comes to things like the military, I don't think there should be different standards as far as physical fitness, and there is. I think everybody should
Yeah.
have to perform exactly the same, but they don't.
Can't say that I can fault the argument. In Israel, women serve in combat positions. Actually, in Israel, a lot of women are in the tank corps. They do really well as tankers.
And Saleen was really upset because he was rejected and told that he couldn't play on the tanks.
I never tried to join the Israeli military, so I'm not really sure where we're going with that one.
You didn't
Although
sign up
I'd
for the
love to go- I
IDF.
would love to go visit Israel someday.
You didn't volunteer for the IDF.
I don't live in Israel, therefore I can't volunteer.
You can volunteer.
Scott had a solution to stopping this conflict, but it's really, really awful, and I'm not going to repeat it here.
Mm-hmm.
Last week I gave a great solution too.
Okay.
Israel needs to drop about 5 nukes, and conflict over.
Well,
I
I'm
would
not
like
gonna say it
to see
because-
them do it to Tehran. That would be a good start in the right direction.
Yeah, so drop one on Qatar, drop one on Jordan, drop one on Pakistan, drop one on Iran.
why the fuck are you bombing every other bastard now?
Teach them all a lesson.
Wow. And then you wonder why everyone else in the world has such a bad opinion about the US. This shit is why.
Yeah, well, guess what? Good thing I'm not in charge because the whole world would have a much worse opinion. I'd have nuked the whole Middle East 15 years ago.
Yeah, see?
We know.
Christ on a fucking bike.
Yep, we know.
Battle Angel is supporting G.I. Jane. Okay.
G.I. Joe?
G.I. Jane.
G.I. Jane.
It's a good movie, but what we need to remember, that's a work of fiction.
I support G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Demi Moore is a military grade woman is a work of fiction even before she gets involved with the story.
Oh, as if you'd fucking know. Do you know her?
No.
She doesn't strike me as a military level person.
Oh, so you just assumed because of pictures and video that you've seen of her.
Yes.
Or dumb shit that's come out of her mouth.
And also, Demi Moore is part of the liberal Hollywood cabal, and they uniformly hate the military anyway.
Did you ask her?
No, I haven't had an opportunity to converse directly.
Well, then you don't know, do ya?
He doesn't know. That's right.
I can only go by the interviews and articles.
I was about to say, we don't have to ask them directly because they're pretty good at letting people know their opinions without being asked.
Yeah, I don't have to walk up to Sean Penn to ask him if he's really as much of an unstable anti-American fucktard as he portrays himself to be in the media. All I have to do is listen to one of his interviews to know that he is an mentally unstable liberal fucktard.
I pay watch you go up and do that and get punched fair in the mouth.
I would love to go up to Sean Penn and call him a liberal fucktard.
Spicoli ain't punching anybody in the mouth. Stop it.
Yeah.
No, Slim. I would love to be punched in the mouth by Sean Penn because then I can sue him into oblivion.
Or like Will Smith slap you.
Well, again, I would love to have Will Smith slap me because then I can
Who the
sue him.
fuck's scared of Will Smith? He's gonna walk up and Will Smith's a pussy. He walked up and slapped the smallest motherfucker he could.
Did.
I mean, Chris Rock is 110 pounds. Hang on, wait. Chris Rock is like 110 pounds with rocks in his pocket. So yeah, you're a real fucking tough guy walking up and slapping him.
And Will Smith is a cuckold piece of shit. I have no respect for him. Sits there and lets his wife cheat on him in his own house. I mean, come on, man. What kind of cuckold crap is that?
I have a question for the Americans.
What's that?
Well, I'm American.
Yeah, speak up, Nate.
I'm about to say, Nate, aren't you an American?
Yes.
Last time I checked.
Yes, speak, Nate. Come on.
So if I were to move, what state would you guys referred like a
Texas, Tennessee,
state?
or Missouri?
Georgia, yeah.
Or Kansas. Texas, Tennessee, Missouri, or Kansas. Those are your four best options.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, I think would be the best.
I lived in Georgia, Nate. It's a shit state. Don't do it.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
It was if Nate was to move, what state should he move to?
Confusion.
Kansas, Missouri, Texas, or Tennessee. Those are the four most pro-Second Amendment, anti-abortion states in the country.
Right. I'll bet Salene's gonna say Florida, right?
No.
Florida'd be about number 6 on that list when it comes to those things.
Really,
Florida's full.
Florida. That's what I thought.
We're full.
Oh, okay, that's why. It's because you don't want more people in Florida.
Well, no, Florida's not full.
He doesn't
I mean, there's plenty of There's plenty of places in Florida where there ain't hardly anybody. But
He doesn't want no one coming from Nebraska, moving to Florida. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know
no,
why you'd want to.
wait a minute.
Fucking
Nate's from Nebraska. Nebraska's number one thing is farming. We got plenty of farmland in the middle of the state. Yeah, come to Florida.
You got plenty.
Move to the middle of the state
Got
and
plenty of
start farming.
See,
you
I
plenty
told you guys that Nebraska's not the only farming state in the freaking country.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
no,
you
Nate.
got-
There's farming in literally every state, Nate.
And everyone acts like Nebraska's the number one state for farming, but no.
No, nobody said that, Nate.
Not necessarily.
It's the number one state for corn.
Corn.
Well, I tied up with Iowa, so.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Rick? You don't like good entertainment? I mean,
Rick!
What do you say?
Anti-women, pro-genocide, anti-Will Smith.
Anti-women, pro-genocide, anti-Will Smith, anti-women again. Yeah, I know, Rick. I'm trying up here, buddy. I'm trying.
Who's anti-women?
I think
All of you women.
yeah, I mean,
I love women.
Saying that I don't think women should be doing this. It's like, well, it's not up to you. You're not a fucking woman.
I think women should be in combat.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, that's what he's referring to when he's saying anti-woman.
No. What you just said. What does that have to do with anything? Because I'm not a woman. What does that matter? I've got a brain and an opinion.
Yeah, so?
So anybody that says you can't have an opinion on something or you shouldn't, hang on. Somebody that says that you shouldn't or can't have an opinion on something
I never said you couldn't.
Of your race
but...
or gender or anything else like that is sexist and bigoted. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Well, Slim, you got to remember down in Australia.
Oh, here we go.
If you express any kind of opinions that are anti anything, you're shunned.
Oh yeah, totally. Because you'd know, wouldn't you? Because you've lived here.
Wait a minute.
Exactly what it's
saying that women shouldn't be in combat, I don't think is anti anything. That's actually sticking up for women.
Well, really, why is that?
When have we ever lowering ourselves in the history of mankind to send women to combat?
There are no women haters here, Captain Trips. Come on, we just don't think women should be in combat.
Yeah, y'all don't. It's not we. It's y'all.
Yeah, it's you. You two, not me.
Not.
So guess what? All of human history agrees with me.
The natural state for men, real men, is to protect the women, especially in times of combat or danger.
Yep.
Oh my god!
I mean the.
I think I had a little bit of a stroke.
Yeah. What about the
you should lower your cholesterol.
Yeah. What about the Vikings?
Yeah, the Norse was shield maidens.
Women, fighting.
Yeah, women would go and fight the battles.
And they were considered barbarians.
It's a good point.
So
thank you for making my
bastarding point. Well, what? They still served in those roles.
This isn't the 19th century. There you go.
Yeah, thank you, Battle Angel.
The natural in civilized society, women and children first in a sinking ship, men walking outside the sidewalk in cities. So that
this is what annoys me with this fucking feminist age, because they want to bitch and say that chivalry is dead, but then they want to sit here and argue with my point too. You're talking out of both sides of your neck.
When did anyone do that?
I'm sorry, I hear it all the time, Libby. I mean, I hear it all the time from these women. They're saying they can't find, they can't find a good man anymore. They can't find men who act like men. They can't find men who will protect them
This
and
is
covet
weird.
them and all that. And then they want to go out and say, well, don't open the car door for me. Don't, I can pay for my own dinner on a date and so on and so forth.
But
It's
then
like,
call you an asshole when you split the check with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Well,
Hey, Big Tube.
Yeah, what's up?
I call a rematch.
Rematch of what?
Okay, I'll pick you.
Oh, okay.
Jay, I don't even know what this means. I don't even know what it means.
You're no protector. That's what he says.
Yeah, believe it or not, guys, I won't say almost, but I tied Vic with his picks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Outpick Vic. Yeah, that's right. We both went 3-0. So yeah.
told you.
Oh, wait a minute. Last time I checked, Rick, Xena is fiction.
Xena.
you were called no protector, Saleen. That's hilarious.
Xena.
Oh, I guess I was raised differently then.
Yeah, I
When you
was
see
too.
a mouse,
When somebody kicks in my front door in the middle of the night, I don't hand my wife a shotgun and tell her to go deal with it.
Nope.
I do.
Okay.
Hey, I got a question for you, Saleen.
Could you speak up again, for fuck's sake?
No.
Jesus, fix your microphone. Come on,
Yell
man.
into the clown face.
Yeah.
Can is this
What?
better?
No, it's
No.
worse.
That's what.
Oh yeah, you just went shitty on us.
You went all staticky.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's better.
Marginally.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
What's your question, Nate?
Why is it that New England states have more passion with hockey than Midwestern or wherever?
I don't know.
It's colder. No, that can't be it.
Yeah.
I think New England's proximity to the cities in Canada that are hockey crazy as well, and the fact that no, I can't say that because Chicago is one of the original six.
Well, they got.
I think it's their proximity to Canada, and the more hockey crazed cities in Canada probably had something to do with it.
Yeah. Plus they don't.
Okay.
Plus they don't really have college football. Have any good
And the
college football.
Midwest has been more about basketball than hockey.
Well, I would disagree on that. Minnesota loves hockey more than football.
Mm-hmm.
When I think of the Midwest, I'm thinking of like Michigan, Indiana, Ohio.
Well, Minnesota's considered part of the Midwest, and they're big into hockey.
Well, I guess they are. I always considered Minnesota to be separate from the Midwest. You
nothing.
guys
I'm
don't
just
even
laughing.
play hockey down there.
What are you laughing at, crazy lady?
I was just laughing at Jay in the chat. He called Saleen Captain Save-A-Ho.
I mean, the North is more in hockey than the South.
Well, I mean, I guess since Jay doesn't want to let it go, I guess I have to break this down for people that can't quite understand. In case you can't tell, men and women are different, and they're good at different things. Women not good in combat for the most part, but actually, you want to know what they are good at? Some of the best jailers are women. Some of the best prison guards too.
Yeah, good looking ones also.
My eyes rolled so hard.
Well, I'm sorry that facts hurt your feelings.
No,
Actually, I'm really
because they're not
but-
facts at fucking all. Where the fuck?
Yes, they are.
No.
There is literally no women that's as proficient as a man in anything physical. They're just not. Like, you can take a woman bodybuilder, and she's not going to be able to outlift me. She's just not. I don't understand how biological
I want to
facts
see
escape
that,
people.
actually. Can we organise that?
Yes. How much?
And
How,
if you want,
how much can you lift, Slim?
Yeah.
I mean, I still bench 250 on a regular basis.
250, you said.
And then now we got to go to Google. I got to figure out what is the record for.
Oh, no
Female.
typing, Vic. You might trigger somebody.
Don't worry, I don't have a typewriter.
He doesn't have a fucking
typewriter.
antique that he uses to type with.
The record for
Just trying to help.
large.
Well, and actually, Vic, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good because basically men have broken every woman's powerlifting record.
I want to see Slim outlift a woman.
What is the
Alright.
word?
Obviously.
Well, first thing we've got to establish, though, I mean, we've got to establish we're talking about a real woman or one of these scumbags
Oh,
pretending to be a.
Like I said, men have broken every women's powerlifting record in Australia and Canada. They're working on it in the U.S. and they're working on it all throughout Europe.
And now you've got men breaking into women's beauty pageants. Even though
I saw that, yeah.
yeah. Celine's going to compete next summer.
All right.
And I'll probably win too because of all the political correctness. So fuck you.
Here it is. Here it is. I found it. Here it is. U.S. powerlifter creates world record by lifting 737 kilograms. Which is
Well, translate that into real measurement.
1,000.
That's what he's in the process of doing.
Which is 1,620 pounds. Set by Tamara Walcott. Yeah.
Was it a real woman?
This was
that's a guy.
2022.
Damn it.
See, you've got to change the Google search, Dick. You've got to look up world record for a real woman powerlifter, not a fake woman.
You'd probably have to go
Not
back
a what? Not a what one?
You'd
Not a
have to
fake
go
woman.
back and look at what the
Yeah,
record
or-
was in 2016 or 17.
Not a what woman?
Fake.
Okay, well how do you know if she's fake?
You would
If it's
have
got
to
a
go
penis,
look.
it's
You would
not a
have
woman.
to look up what the record was in like 2016 or 17.
All right, fine. I'll try to look.
Okay, Vic, it's very simple. Penis equals man, vagina equals woman.
Yes, I know.
Well, what do we do about
Very
people like you
Well, how
that
do
look
I know?
like men but obviously don't have a penis?
Well, how am I supposed to know that? So how do you expect me to know that, Celine?
What, do you go up and look in people's drawers to make
I
sure
do
that they
what
are?
Crocodile Dundee did in that movie. Just walk up to him and grab him in the crotch.
Oh, rad! So you'd sexually harass someone?
That's not
Oh,
harassment,
God.
that's assault. Get it
Just
right.
go up and give someone a grope without,
Yeah, okay.
asking
Well,
them
it
first
may
or
come to
giving them
that
any sort of
someday,
warning.
Libby.
Well, unfortunately, nobody can define sexual harassment anymore either.
It's very simple. XX
Sexual harassment.
Yes,
woman.
I
Y
know.
is man.
I
Very
know.
simple.
Yes,
Huh?
I know what a woman is.
Okay, I'm just trying to help. Vic. Just trying to help. Remember
you're
also,
Being
Vic,
condescending.
always remember, logic is only tied to the Y chromosome.
Celine,
Then
that
what's
shit's
your
not going to show up in a
excuse?
search result. That's why I told him he'd have to look it up 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay, right.
Yeah, the correct term is biological woman.
Woman. Yeah.
No, correct term is real woman.
No,
Well,
biological
actually-
fucking woman.
Actually, we actually have free speech enshrined in law here, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. And I'll
Yeah,
call
well,
them a
don't
bunch of
be
circus
surprised when
freak
people call
trannies
you a
if I feel
fuckboy.
like it.
Chromosomes don't lie. That's all I'm saying. You can't alter the chromosomes. It's not possible.
But chromosomes aren't the only way that gender is measured.
Yes,
Okay.
they are.
Well,
Actually.
Well, that's their whole argument is gender and sex are not the same thing, and they are.
No,
They have been
but
all throughout human history, and they still are
different
today.
indicators. Like there's obviously like the chromosome and all that sort of stuff, but then there's biological women that have higher than average testosterone levels in their system, and they're
That
still a
doesn't make them
biological.
a man. That still makes them a woman.
No, but what I'm saying is there's different ways of measuring it. It's not just the fucking chromosomes.
No,
it
that's
is
not a
just the
different way of
fucking
measuring it.
chromosomes.
It's still a woman.
okay.
I can inject a woman with enough testosterone to sink a battleship. It doesn't change their genetic makeup.
Rick. Rick's my favorite.
I like Rick. What did Rick say?
All right.
He goes, where is all this hostility coming from? Built up cum pipes?
I like Rick. He always brings the A game of silliness.
I haven't been
And-
hostile yet. I mean, if he would like to see hostile, I can get hostile. I've been rather cordial, if I do say so myself.
No, you've come across as massively hostile.
Well, okay.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
an opinion.
that's an opinion on how you interpret.
No,
something.
well, I mean, shit, if me up here and him down there in the chat saying the same thing and we haven't talked to each other, then,
Well,
Guess what? Two people can be wrong at the same time.
yes, right.
Yeah, okay.
So there you go. So
Maybe
Now,
you're-
if you would like to see hostile, I can get hostile.
So the point is that yes, the best female lifter in the world can outlift Slam. So yeah,
Thank you, Vic.
take away. There you go.
And I also didn't say a power lifter. I've never done powerlifting.
You can't move the goalpost now.
I never moved it. What did I say originally? I said bodybuilder. I never said power lifter.
He did say bodybuilder. I'll have to give him that. Yes.
So instead
The
of moving the
bodybuilding is
goalpost,
not powerlifting.
pay attention to what I said instead of trying to move the goalpost.
But and powerlifting is different from bodybuilding. They're completely different endeavors. I would hesitate to call them sports exactly, but well, maybe they are.
I mean, they're all on roids, so I mean, there's a similarity.
Yeah, they're all on roids. So yeah.
Oh yeah, they're all on the sauce.
Yep.
Oh, Hufferbilly Paw is here. I didn't say hello to Hufferbilly Paw. How you doing, Paw? My birthday, same time every year. Where did TK go? Yeah, I'm just gonna let that question slide. I don't want to talk about that.
What? Why are you letting that slide? What do you mean?
There's no good answer to that that doesn't make me look cruddy.
Yeah. So what?
Something bad happen.
So what does he mean? Where did TK go?
I don't know.
I haven't noticed TK.
Yeah, Paul's the one that asked the question. You're asking me what he means is outside the scope of my abilities. Well, it's amazing. I didn't do anything to TK. As far as I know, TK is still out there, living her life.
Yeah.
I
Dated.
In fact, I think I remember hearing her voice briefly on Battle Angel's last
Yeah.
stream. So
TK did not go anywhere.
yeah. All I know is TK don't go here no more. And that's fine. She's always welcome, but she don't go here no more.
What do you mean? Why not? What happened?
I don't know. You'll have to ask TK.
You don't know. Okay.
You can start a whole drama stream on that on her channel, not mine.
I didn't know there was any. I didn't know there was beef between you and TK.
As far as I know, there isn't.
Okay then.
But it takes two people to make a beef. So just because I don't have beef with someone doesn't mean they don't have beef with me. So
Oh, you were a fucking asshole to someone again, weren't you?
yeah, I'm an asshole to everybody. But that's
Oh.
the wonderfulness of me, Libby. I am an equal opportunity offender.
Yeah, you're consistent. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. But Libby, you know I love you. And what's even more important than that is I tolerate you very well.
Excuse me? Tolerate me? Fuck you! I haven't rung you in like fucking early morning in ages. I've been really restrained, ringing you at normal times of the day.
Well, to be perfectly honest, though, it's not just you. It's your whole country that the world tolerates.
There's nothing wrong with my country, buddy.
Hufferbilly
We'll agree to
says
disagree on that.
Afro-English. This makes no sense, Rick.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
Rick.
He says that TK wanted to join the National Guard, and I told her that she'd better served as a Chick-fil-A cook. That makes no sense.
I mean, what would be wrong with
I
the National
don't remember.
Guard? That doesn't
whatever.
I don't know why Rick and people like Rick take it to the extreme when you say. I mean, they take it as you say women shouldn't be in the military when you say they shouldn't be in combat. There are literally thousands of jobs that women can do in the military.
And there are women that are not technically in combat roles that end up in sort of in combat by happenstance. I mean, for example, there are a lot of women who are whose job it is to move combat aircraft into a combat theater. Well, that doesn't preclude the possibility of them being shot at. They could end up in combat by accident. Or there are women who do forward, what do they call those? Forward supply bases, whose job it is to maintain the equipment. But those forward supply bases and depots are forward, meaning they're near the front line, and they can be shot at. It happens. But remember, I don't know if anyone here is old enough to remember, maybe they are, but I remember the first Iraq War in the early 90s, the Kuwaiti War, I should say, the Kuwaiti-Iraq War, where there was a woman who was part of a team that got overrun and captured by the Iraqis. And she was treated rather horribly as a prisoner of war. And they actually put together a team to go rescue her and ended up the effort to rescue her, I remember being a rather bloody affair on both sides, and we took casualties getting her out of being a prisoner. And I'm not for sure, but I think I remember she was sexually assaulted as a prisoner. And that's something that, I mean, that's kind of unique to women in combat, is they run the risk of, not only being taken prisoner and not being treated well as a prisoner of war, but the additional benefit of being raped as a prisoner of war by the other side. So
Pretty sure you guys have buttholes too, which can be like
yeah, but I
used for
think
rapish purposes.
raping of male prisoners probably is a less frequent thing than raping of a female prisoner.
Well, it depends on who you're at war with. I mean, with Islamic fundamentalists, not so much. It's kind of their thing anyway.
Yeah, I'm aware, Battle Angel, that men can be raped and pillaged as well. Yes, I'm aware of that, but I'm
Yeah,
saying,
because if you include the prison stats in the U.S., more men are raped than women every year, and it's not even particularly close.
And what about what's going on in Israel right now? What about the Hamas guys grabbing hostages? I don't know if we want to call them prisoners of war yet, but hostages certainly, and reports of them raping the women.
Oh, there are great
I haven't
reports of
really
that.
heard anything
They
about
put out
raping men.
they put out videos of that shit and posted it online.
And
there's a reason they do that. It's the whole shock and awe factor, because people are more appalled when it happens to women versus men.
Yeah. Thank you for the advice, Rick. I appreciate it.
Wait a minute, I gotta go see.
He
What do
says
you
I
say?
should bring duct tape to prison to, secure my bunghole.
Yes, yes, it was called the Persian Gulf War.
Oh, Rick.
I
fucking love you.
If you read, okay, if you as a man or a woman read an article about sexual assault in prison, men versus women, I would dare say that the majority of people would probably be more appalled and shocked about the stories about women being abused than men.
Well, perfect example. People brush off stories of female teachers sleeping with students, but they're ready to hang a motherfucker from a yardarm when the shit's reversed.
There you go.
There's a reason for that.
I mean, I like that because, I remember whenever I hear about, some 13-year-old guy getting to sleep with sleeping with his teacher, and it's a woman, I mean, I may be going to hell for thinking it, but I'm thinking to myself, what a lucky kid. But a 13-year-old girl being sleeping with her male teacher appalls me to the nth degree, and double that because I have daughters.
Like I said, motherfuckers ready to hang somebody from a yardarm and bury them underneath the jail.
And if that makes me a chauvinist, okay. And if that makes me double standard and old school and old fashioned, and I need to get with the program and all that crap, okay. I have a bigger problem with a 13-year-old girl sleeping with a male teacher than I do a 13-year-old boy sleeping with a female teacher. I'm sorry.
But it's both examples of abuse.
Yes, it is. I agree. Logically, I agree. But the emotional gut reaction in the first 10 seconds of hearing those stories is, lucky boy, I want to kill the male teacher. No. And I know it's wrong, and I know I'm a chauvinist and all that. But
And if people would
Whatever.
actually be honest for a second, 99% of people would admit to thinking the same way.
I mean, what? You know,
Yeah, I mean, I think I
whatever.
kind of feel that way too. So I mean, it's okay. But yeah.
It's an obvious double standard, but there you go.
Yeah, well,
It
there's
is
all
what it
kinds
is.
of there are double standards that favor women. There are double standards that favor men, such as life. Well, life's got to be fair. Guess what? Life's not fair.
Life ain't fair.
I can't believe I'm letting some big cat out of the bag. But yeah, life ain't fair. You know, I don't think it's cool to see. You know, it to me, it's worse to see the aftermath of combat with women in it. To me, it's worse to see female police officers struggle to handcuff a 60-year-old man because they can't.
Oh, Jay.
I mean, it just is what it is.
What? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't tell if Paul is being serious or not. But yeah.
If who? What? I can't see the
What
comments.
Billy Paul said. He said, "I slept with my freshman year golf Dungeons and Dragons cosplay English teacher. She was fun. I got an A."
Oh,
He's probably
Yeah.
serious.
No, I don't know. No, I think he's probably just trolling. But yeah.
Well, he's probably also talking about his freshman year of
He said
college,
he is.
not high school.
He says he is serious. Okay.
He's probably also talking about college and not high school. Once you're in college, everybody's adults.
more or less, yeah.
Well, with certain exceptions. I mean, you have those, you know, I mean, everybody's heard of them, those genius kids that graduate high school at 13.
Yes. Well, he said that he was in college. So yeah.
Like I said, once you hit college, in general, everybody's consenting adults.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You do what you got to do to get an A in class. Oh, Nate's gone. I was going to ask Nate if he wanted me to tell Ryan Day anything while I was here in Columbus.
Better go. I gotta go get ready.
Toodles.
Okay.
See yous.
Okay,
Is he not here, is he?
I guess not. I guess he's muted.
I don't know. Maybe he went to the bathroom.
Yeah, well, let him know that I'm going, or that I've gone.
You sound sad now.
Yeah.
I gotta go get ready. See yous.
Toodles.
Sorry, I had another phone call.
Hmm.
Did Libby leave?
Yep. She did.
She said she had to go get ready.
Gotta go get ready for work.
Oh yeah, well it's Thursday over there, so. No, I got a phone call, Huff, from somebody more important than anyone else. So.
Well, that's not offensive.
Oh, it's my mom.
Well, that's okay. Yeah.
Well,
She
there's a
asked
whole lot of
me,
people more important than my mother.
well, there's nobody more important than my mom. And she was asking me if a favor, and I said, okay, I can do that.
It was no important.
Well,
Might
to
be.
be fair, my mom doesn't call me unless she wants something.
Yeah, there you go.
We did not run her off with the misogynistic talk, BA. Come on, man.
There might be some people who are as important, but there's no one more important. So
Yeah. Now I got a question.
Now, I've got a serious question. Does
All right,
BA
go
know
ahead.
the definition of misogyny? Because pretty much everything I've said was the exact opposite.
well, I guess not. So what is misogyny then, Slim?
Right, the definition of misogyny of a misogynist is somebody that hates women.
Yeah.
Everything I
women.
said was the exact opposite.
Yeah. I love women. I do. I just, don't want to date them. Hey, Battle Angel, how come Lou doesn't come on these streams anymore? Is he mad at me? He never comes on anymore. Shut up, Jay.
Celine waiting for Uber desperate app to hit the market. Yeah.
No, I'm waiting for a virtual reality simulation to hit the market. That way I can have a woman and still have an off button.
That's already a thing.
Yeah, they already have.
I know, but they're too expensive. I'd rather buy watches. I'm still a little perturbed that I couldn't make that trade happen. I'm actually a little more upset about that than I thought I'd be. I really wanted to get that trade done.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I don't see the connection with trying to protect women as being. I don't see protecting the desire to protect women from bad things happening to them, which is a natural instinct for men, as being misogynistic. Maybe it's a little old fashioned, but Lou is probably working. Okay, well, at least he's not mad at me.
Why would you care if he was or not? He'd get over it.
I don't know. Well, I don't want anybody to be mad at me, if I can avoid it.
Guess what they'll do? They'll get over it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, who the hell runs around caring if somebody out in the world is mad at you? Hell, my wife's mad at me half the time.
I don't care about people out in the world, I just, care about people that I know, I don't want people that I know to be mad at me. We don't hate women, they taste good.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm glad BA is psychic and knows my real intentions, despite me stating the exact opposite. It's good to know that BA is psychic.
Psych. BA, yeah.
Must have something to do with the purple hair.
Yeah, so are you ready?
It's like you said this, but we all know you really mean this. Right.
Nice. Yeah, so Celine, so you ready for the cocktail party on Saturday?
Don't care.
Yeah, you ready for us to beat the brakes off of you? Yep.
And don't really care. It's not really going to affect my life.
Be grilling some gator on Saturday. So
better be careful, Vic. Y'all might lose that game.
I'm gonna be grilling gator.
No, really not much of a chance of that. Now, Vic, grilled
still doesn't mean it
fried
won't happen.
gator tail is delicious if you do it right. Battle Angel said her Asian third eye tells all.
Mm. Okay, well, I'm glad it knows my real intentions, despite what I say.
Who does Miami play this weekend?
Virginia.
Yeah, you better watch out for Virginia. Yeah, they beat North Carolina, and y'all lost to North Carolina, so better watch out.
Oh, so the transitive property counts in football now?
No, I was just saying
But
that.
no, that's the transitive property. So
I
by
know.
that transitive property, then, by that
Well,
exact same
I didn't
property,
say that.
y'all struggled against a terrible Auburn team, so Florida should beat you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because
well,
they're obviously better
No.
numbered.
well, I didn't say that. Say that Virginia is better than Miami. I said that Miami better be careful. Yeah.
When does Miami play Florida State?
November 11th.
I am actually going to be. I'm going to be in North Carolina and Tennessee on the 11th, so I won't get to see that game.
Really?
Well, I expect you to wear that shirt I got you because you said
Well,
you'd wear it on that day.
Well, what's going on up there?
Tail of the Dragon.
Oh, right. You gotta go to the Tail of the Dragon. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, Libby piped in. Battle Angel, I do care about the misogynistic talk, but I let them spiral on. Makes them feel accomplished. I try to tell them off, but they don't listen. Okay, then.
There you go.
Love ya.
So you can tell them
No,
all.
and actually, that same day, Florida plays LSU. So
Yeah. So that. So
I'm
yeah.
going to miss that game too.
Good game. Yeah. I mean, to be gone. Yeah.
Well, and a nice thing about being up there with my friends and all that is there's no cell service up there. So not only am I not going to see the game, I won't even be able to get updates.
All right.
So my day won't be ruined.
Yeah, it won't be ruined because it's gonna happen anyway. And what about when y'all play Mizzou? Yeah.
Oh, we're going to lose to Mizzou too.
Yes. So you're gonna lose that. I mean, yeah, y'all might beat Arkansas, but I think that's about it.
Yeah, it's not going to be the second half of the season is not going to be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be a lot. Yeah, schedule is it's getting a lot harder. So
Gotta love the tolerance of people that'll call you some of the worst things in the world for simply having a different opinion.
But then again, why you probably don't care anyway.
Oh no, I don't give a fuck.
Hufferbilly Paul says we need you in Cherokee. Tail is right next door. I think there might be. Wait a minute. I don't know. I mean, we do more than just the Dragon. We do other roads too. So I don't know what the organizers have planned for us. They usually take us up to the Skyway, Dragon. Last time I was there, we went to some fort somewhere. That was kind of interesting.
yeah, okay.
It's a lot of fun. Burn up a lot of gas, that's for damn sure.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think you were supposed to be in Augusta on the way up there, right?
No, on the way back.
On the way back.
Yeah, I'm stopping in Atlanta on the way up. I'm getting together with some of my old co-workers up there. And then 2 days at the Dragon. And then on Sunday, I'll be in Augusta. And I guess I'm gonna try to have dinner with Lou and Battle Angel if they can tolerate it. And then Monday, if Lou again can tolerate it, co-host the morning show and then head back home.
Oh yeah, we got Blue and
I mean, you might want to see if they allow misogynist on the morning show first.
Yeah.
Well, I've done it before, so I think they'll let me do it again.
It's been on. You've been on the show before, so.
Yeah, but I mean, it's safe to assume you weren't considered a misogynist before.
I'll be in Augusta on the 12th.
No, I think that Saleen was what was seen as a misogynist back then too. So when he's been on the morning show, I mean, yeah.
Well, if Lou lets me do the morning show with him, I'll get to see Grandma's Basement version 3 in person. Battle Angel, if you're going to call me MGTOW, there's no I in MGTOW. Men going their own way. MGTOW, MGTOW.
GTOW, I guess.
No I in MGTOW.
Right. And then I guess, and I guess for women going their own way would be WGTOW, right?
Yeah.
WGTOW. Yeah. MGTOW. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there are plenty of WGTOWs out there, but we don't hear about them because, men choosing not to engage with women. I guess that's considered to be weird and unusual, and the ultimate misogyny and all that.
Well,
women having nothing to do with men, that's okay.
No, women, no, that's not true. They've just been called something else. They've been called crazy cat ladies forever.
And Battle Angel wants to know, is there a WGTOW group? I don't know. I've never seen one. I've seen plenty of YouTube channels of what you would call the MGTOW Illuminati out there, but they keep pushing the boundaries of what they can get away with so much that they keep losing their channels. Yeah, but a WGTOW is basically a cat lady. Lots of cats and lots of cans of cake frosting.
Cake frosting? What?
Yeah, they eat lots of cake frosting and bonbons.
What the?
Oh, I'm sure there's a version of MGTOW for women. They just don't have,
No, yes, but they're all full of women in their 20s, and then by the time they hit their 40s, they're crazy cat ladies.
Yeah, they hit what's called the wall.
The wall.
You should check out a channel.
Wall. Okay, I thought that was called menopause, right?
No, the wall comes before menopause.
Okay.
But you guys should check out a channel called Man Talk. It's a guy in Romania with the full Romanian accent and everything, and he puts together 3 or 4 clips. They're real short videos. He does a series called "Why Men Are." Wait a minute. Hang on. And the reason why men are. Wait, hold on. The reason why men are walking away from dating. He's currently on episode 428. It's Man Talk, 2 words, MAN Talk. And he puts together clips from TikTok and, the red pill streams and all that stuff. And then he makes comments about them. And it's kind of funny, actually. But he came up with the thing about the wall. basically that's a point that's a certain age where women hit the wall, and they hit a certain age, and they're not tight and taut, and they're older. You have to watch the videos to understand, but it's good fun. If you're a guy, I don't know. If you're a woman, you probably find the videos to be a little.
I mean, I don't understand the whole thing about walking away from dating necessarily. I mean, I get the whole thing with guys looking at marriage as a liability, because a lot of the laws are fucked up and one-sided, but that much I can understand.
He talks about that quite a bit, Raj. He talks about that quite a bit too. Raj again.
Yeah, we did me and Lou did the Lou and on MGTOW.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
That was my suggestion.
Yep, it was. Yep.
I thought you would be amused by that.
Yeah, and we were. Yeah, we were.
No, with most everything else, they tend to take shit too far.
Well, I mean that's okay, BA. If plans change, I'm still stopping Augusta on the way home, or but let me know. That's okay. I mean, from the Dragon back to where I live is like a 12-hour drive, and I'd rather break that up into 2 parts anyway.
Yeah, break it up.
Well, it's not the cushiest car in the world that I'm taking up there.
Yeah, you're gonna take the Saleen, right?
Oh, well, of course. I'm not going to take the Hyundai up to the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to be back on Sunday. That's Sunday is when I'm getting into Augusta, but I probably won't be into Augusta until like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So hell, it'll take me 4 hours just to get from the Dragon to Augusta, because they're all 2-lane roads. So I got to go through all these towns and all these speed limits and everything like that.
To go down the mountains. How fast? So how fast do you go?
Well, they're mountain roads. You can't really go very fast because you have to slow down for the turns.
That's right.
Even in a car as good as mine, you still have to slow down a little bit.
Fly right off the mountain. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't really want to fly right off the mountain. That's sort of against the rules.
Yeah.
Rules are meant to be broken.
Yeah, but the rule of gravity is not meant to be broken.
Yeah.
Well, mankind has been breaking the rule of gravity for about 100 years.
Right. I don't think that the Saleen has wings though.
No, the one thing I learned really quick about the Saleen is it really doesn't fly very well.
Not a flying car. Yeah.
No.
Even though we're supposed to have flying cars 8 years ago, but
Yeah. Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd lied to me.
Hey, Battle Agent wants to know if Slim has ever used one of those runaway roads while driving his
and Steven. But yeah.
No, I haven't, because I tend to what's the word I'm looking for? Pay attention to the road signs. I don't try to go flying down the mountain. That's when you have a problem and need one of those.
I did see many years ago a truck have to use one of those. I was behind it, and it was obvious the truck couldn't brake anymore.
Right.
And he went off on and he hit the sand, and I mean the explosion of sand that he hit. It just blew all over the road. It was insane.
Well, better that than the alternative.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, so Uga's here. What is the protocol of this YouTube slot? I don't know. When did we move on to the protocol of slots? When did that happen?
About in it's about Edward. Yes, in Anna and Edward.
Is Edward still around? I don't know.
He's on he's on Rumble. Yeah, because he kept getting his channel shut down because people kept p-bombing him. So.
Battle Angel, I think they're called. I think they're called runaway ramps. I think that's what that's one word.
That's what I've always called them.
Yeah, have you ever had to use one, Slim?
No.
No.
I don't do a whole lot of mountain driving, but when I have, like they'll have a much lower speed limit on a mountain posted for big trucks. And the problem is, a lot of times when you need them, it's just people that try and go hauling ass down the mountain.
Yeah.
Fair enough, Saraga.
They're just going too fast. Yeah.
Well,
like if you get over, I know on I-40 and over in East Tennessee, they'll have some 35, 40 mile an hour speed limits for big trucks. And I get down to that 35 miles an hour and I set my engine brake, and I'll occasionally have to tap my brakes, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, the only drag racing Saleen watches is on RuPaul's drag show. Yeah.
Oh. Well, luckily my Saleen has really good traction. Really good.
Yeah, well, when you're talking about, it's got nothing to do with tires and traction when you're talking about a big truck trying to go down a mountain.
Well, yeah, I know that. For me, driving around on the mountains up there in North Carolina and Tennessee, it's all about you need, horsepower is one thing, but the best thing you can have is really big brakes and really sticky tires.
Hell, I've seen coming down a mountain and over in Tennessee, I've seen a damn big truck catch his brakes on fire.
Wow.
You cold, Vic?
Huh?
Are you cold up there?
No, I'm okay. Yeah. No,
you're wearing fleece.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not cold though.
I suppose you could be, eh? I mean, I know trucks rely on engine braking more than cars do.
Yes, you probably could.
But yeah, I mean, I was on one of my dragon trips. One of our club members actually tried to engine brake a little bit too much in his car, and he overcooked it. And all of a sudden, the dreaded blue smoke coming out of the tailpipes, and that engine was cooked by the time he managed to find a place to pull over. That engine was done.
Blue smoke.
Blue smoke means you're burning oil. He over revved it, and he either spun a bearing or he popped an oil ring, and the dreaded blue smoke,
Uh-uh.
and that was all she wrote.
Now the engine is fried, so you have to get a new engine, or
Now you can, well, depending on how quickly you shut it off, you might be able to rebuild it. In his case, he was able to rebuild it.
okay, to rebuild it. Okay, good.
Well, very
I mean-
important when you have a numbers matching Saleen and you don't want to change out the motor.
So how expensive is it to do that?
On that car, I think he said he spent about $10,000 on the rebuild.
$1,000 to fix it. Well,
Well, he did a few upgrades also, but for the most part, he had to have the engine bored out, new pistons, new rods, new bearings, new gaskets, reworked the cylinder heads. He put a new camshaft in while he had the motor apart. New injectors, upgrade the fuel system.
it was a what shaft?
A what?
The camshaft.
Okay,
Camshaft.
what's that?
That's the device that opens and closes the valves on the motor.
Okay.
So yeah, he dropped about 10 grand into that motor, and he had it back up and running in about 3 months. And he still, as far as I know, he still has the car.
I mean, you can engine brake in anything that's manual transmission. Because, I mean, essentially all you're doing is downshifting. And, I mean, it's a little more complicated than that, but you're downshifting, creating more pressure in the motor and not hitting the gas. So it slows you down.
No, he and we did have one in the second year I was at the Dragon. We did have a casualty. One guy, it was raining out, and we're actually driving to a place up there called Bridal Falls. Really a nice looking place to stop and get good photographs. We're coming out of one highway onto another. Everyone had to make a left turn, and the road was wet, and he decided to show off, and he spun the car and smacked the guardrail, and that really hurt because that was a 10th anniversary Saleen. It was there are only 10 made, and the parts were very hard to find, and it took him about 2 years to rebuild the car back to factory spec.
So we hit a guardrail. Okay.
Was there a crowd on the other side of the guardrail? Because if there was, that makes sense.
No, there was no crowd on the other side of the guardrail.
He knows what I mean. Those damn fucking Mustangs are crowd magnets.
And for every one video I've seen of a Mustang doing something like that, I've seen a Camaro do it. I've seen Corvettes do it. I've seen Firebirds do it.
No, you want to know what'll hurt your feelings? I was watching. I'll watch the Gumball Rally, and the one they did in the U.S. back in, I want to say this was around 2010. Dude flipped a Hennessy Venom 16 times. I mean, he walked out of it, but that's a $2.5 million car.
Yes, it is. And they don't make a lot of them.
No, they don't.
Rolled 16.
Battle Angel wants to know if your truck is a manual.
Not this one, no. The first one I had here was.
Yes, that's why TriStar calls you a steering wheel holder, right?
Don't make a difference to me.
An automatic.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. When I have to go through Atlanta, I prefer this damn thing.
I can imagine. I've done Atlanta traffic with a stick shift in a car, and that's no fun.
Well, I.
All right, so the guy did not did
Yeah, I did it. I did Atlanta traffic in a 12 speed.
right. So the guy did not go off the mountain, though. Okay.
What, my guy? No, we weren't on the mountain when he cracked his car up.
Okay.
No, we're just transitioning from one high. We actually, the highway we were on that we were getting off of was a mountain road, and he did fine. But we were turning left onto a flat piece of road that was going to go through a small town, and on the other side of that town was where we were heading for. And he just made that left turn, and he romped on it a little too hard on a wet road, and he spun, and he tore the entire right side of his car up. All the body panels on the right side. The front bumper was gone. The right front fender, the right door, the right rear fender,
Yeah.
the rear spoiler. Both wheels were damaged.
Did you see it happen?
For the record, he's lying about the whole Camaro and Trans Am's doing the same thing because they have posi track.
No, Mustangs have the Saleen Mustangs have well, they call them traction lock. So
did you?
Yeah,
yeah, I saw it in my rearview mirror.
Oh, okay.
But Trans Am's are notorious for being a pain in the ass to break the rear end loose.
Doesn't mean it can't happen.
I didn't say it can't happen.
I've seen it happen. Coming out of a car show, I saw one of those Trans Ams do a complete 360 because
something else that's really easy to do it is those Vipers. The ass end, rear end will come out of those things real easy.
Oh yeah, Vipers are, especially the first generation Vipers, no traction control, no ABS, and for the amount of power they made, they were seriously under-tired. They needed more tire on the rear end of that car.
Under-tired.
Yeah, those things needed like a 14 wide on the rear end.
Well, it was their first effort into making that car, because I can understand that they didn't do it right.
Well, nobody gets it right on the first try, including Mustang.
And also, remember, the demographic who were buying Mustangs were middle-aged men who probably didn't know what the fuck they were doing anyway.
There you go.
So, like the demographic for buying Corvettes. Hufferbilly Paul wants to know for Slim, Mexican, Chicago dogs, or pho or Thai?
What? The what now?
I guess he's talking about food preference. Somehow I can't picture Slim eating Thai food.
Or Chicago.
I'll tear up a Chicago dog, but I mean, if I'm gonna pick a favorite out of that bunch, it's gonna be Mexican.
Yeah,
I never understood the purpose of a Chicago dog. I mean, it's a hot dog with a salad on top. I don't get it.
What's a Chicago dog?
Chicago dog is a hot dog on, I think it's on a poppy seed bun or something like that, with pickles and lettuce and tomato and all kinds of, salad type stuff on top.
That sounds more like a hamburger to me.
I don't know.
Yeah, sounds more like you should just eat a hamburger. I mean,
some of the stuff that Chicagoans eat just doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, it's almost dinner time for me. That was one of the things my mom was calling about. She wanted to know if I would cook tonight, so I said, yeah, I would. That was one of the things she asked about. So, Matt Dumick's got the right answer. Yeah, give me if you're going to give me a hot dog, I want a chili cheese dog. All fucking day.
mean, I'll eat a Chicago dog, but yeah, I'll take a chili cheese dog. What is up with this damn line of Mercedes? What the hell is going on?
Maybe it's a car club.
I think it is because it's all classic SELs, like mid-late 70s models.
SELs or SLs?
SELs.
So 4 doors?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. That's an SEL.
They kind of got that almost like a Rolls-Royce looking front end with the 4 headlights.
Yeah,
two stacked on top of each other.
Yep, those are those went away in 1981.
Man, it was like 4 or 5 of them in a row went by me.
Those are great cars. Old
I actually had,
classic
dude, that was so cool. I was talking about the Gumball Rally. I was driving through Texas and they went by me. I mean, a Lamborghini, a couple of Ferraris, a Bugatti, just a line of Gumball Rally, because they all had the Gumball Rally sticker on the side of their car, or magnet, whatever it is.
What's a Gumball Rally?
It's a type of it's a cross country race like the Cannonball Run, but
yeah, like they alternate it continent to continent. Like you know, they'll start one year in London and end in Moscow, or when they did it in the U.S., they started in New York and ended in L.A.
They did a movie called Gumball Rally. I think Peter Fonda was in it.
I believe you're right.
Gumball Rally.
And they had a beautiful Ferrari Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter Fonda was driving a Cobra, a real Cobra, not one of them kit cars.
What?
Although it probably was a kit car, but it was supposed to be a real 427 Cobra.
Back when I was doing construction, one of the houses we worked on, that guy had put his Rolls Royce in the Gumball Rally and had driven it coast to coast. It was I want to say he said it was a 29 Phantom. I mean, fucking beautiful car. He kept it. He had almost like you know those little elevated areas and showrooms and stuff where they'll park cars at dealerships. He basically had one of those out in his driveway where he kept that Rolls Royce parked at in his front yard.
They're called a plinth.
Okay, I didn't know what they called them.
Plinth.
Yeah, plinth. Anyway, I gotta go. It is time to go and go make dinner for my mom and myself. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out once again.
Certainly.
And yes, I'll say it one more time before I leave. Florida is going to lose on Saturday. It's a 14-point spread. Florida will lose by 21. Guaranteed.
I don't know. Georgia, I don't know about that. Georgia's not good at covering spreads.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we cover that. I hope so.
Well, I'm sure you do.
I'm sure you
I'm
do
just
too.
saying from a bettor's perspective, I like betting on Georgia not to cover spreads.
Oh, I would, if I was a betting man, I might take Florida plus the 14. But I'm not a betting man, and I don't think Florida is going to score very much against Georgia, and I don't think Georgia is going to have too much of a problem putting points on a rebuilding Florida defense. So, but I'm not going to see the game anyway, so doesn't matter. I'm not live streaming at all either any games this weekend. I'm not going to be around, and
not going to be around. Why?
The Harvard Dartmouth game doesn't start till 4:00 anyway.
You're not going to be around. So, why? Where are you going?
I will be out of town actually.
Okay.
So that's all I got to say about that. So I've been on the Florida's going to lose to Georgia thing since January, and I've not changed my mind. So Nobody can
That's
say
because
that
you're
I
a-
am one of these glitter
That's 'cause you're
gators that think that Florida is going to win the game. That's not possible.
Yeah, so you're not.
Well, it absolutely is
Octavian.
possible, but you're an eternal pessimist.
That's right. Yeah,
No, I'm a realist, actually.
yeah, you're
but
not Octavian. So yeah.
No, Octavian is insane.
And
Anyway.
boy, he's going to be unbearable if Florida wins that game, though.
Yeah, he probably will be, but I don't think anyone has anything to worry about. So thank you guys for stopping by. I'm going to let you go unless you want to let yourselves go. And we'll see you next week. Enjoy the game, Vic. So thank y'all once again for coming by to Wednesday Afternoon Live, episode 157 with me, your boy, SaleenDriver. Always try to be here, except when I don't want to be. But thank y'all for coming by. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of the week. Enjoy the games on Saturday. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the way out if you haven't already done so. And I will see y'all later.